Hey guys, what is up? Zero here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Mayflowers. In the last episode, it was very nice. This last episode, Monica, we finally got revealed as to what the surprise was that Monica and Sayori were planning. We were close, honestly. We thought it was just Monica was gonna order a bunch of cupcakes for a party to show that she supports Natsuki, but no, it was actually even better. She did free samples. He helped her give out free samples and everything so that she can get the word out about her business. So that was actually really cute and nice. Then we had a time skip after Natsuki did like a really big event. Natsuki not participated. Natsuki worked a really big event and stuff. So yeah, things are going pretty well for her business, it seems. So we had a little time skip there, and I think she has another thing she had to work on. I think the official. I think she's about to have the official opening of her business. Or New Beginnings is finally gonna open. Yeah, I think we're gonna finish the mod. I think in this episode, though. I think we're winding down to the ending. Well, today's the big day. Woke up to a text from Natsuki that she'd sent almost 6 hours earlier. Just said to wish her luck with a heart at the end. I asked her how it was going. She just replied that they hadn't opened yet. In the end, I decided I was too anxious to go to school today. Instead, I headed straight for the bakery. Oh my god, look at this place now! Natsuki's head snaps toward me the instant I open the door. Hey, Zero! Not going to school today? Are you kidding? I wouldn't miss your grand opening for the world. Well, as someone who's heavily interested in your future, I have to say that you should be in school instead of skipping out every chance you get. But I'm glad you're here. Looking around, I see nothing but empty tables. How are things going? So far, you're the only customer. But it's still early. Besides, this is only the first day. Word's gonna get out eventually. That's true. Mind if I look at the goods? So long as you don't expect any free samples. You'll have to settle for whatever doesn't sell by the end of the day. Fair enough. Inspect the selection on offer. Quite an array. Natsuki must have worked fiercely to get all this done this morning. I see multiple flavors of tarts, cookies, cupcakes, at least half a dozen types of bread. You really did all this by yourself? This morning? Yep. Wasn't easy, but I'm up to the challenge. What about the poems? Have you got those too? Natsuki felt it was important to have a theme for her cafe to help it stick out. Unsurprisingly, she chose a literature theme, stocking the walls with shelves of books, manga, and the like. Decided that each cupcake sold would come with one of 5 poems she'd write weekly. Claims will help you feel more invested and want to return. Personally, I think she just misses the literature club. Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, that's not the reason. The reason is because she misses being in the club. Aw. Although I do admit, it is a neat idea. If nothing else, it'll catch people's attention. I finished the last of them this morning. Mind if I check them out? Are you buying a cupcake? I guess not right now. Then no can do. These masterpieces are for paying customers only. Alright. Well, I'm gonna stick around here until closing time. Let me know if there's anything I can help with, okay? I will. Thanks, Zero. A few hours later at lunchtime, I'm sitting at a table reading. Natsuki have been chatting on and off, but for now we're just sitting in silence as we wait for our first customers. When the door finally opens, we both anxiously turn to see who it is. As a group of girls flies in, Natsuki stiffens. I'm gonna guess. Yeah, I was about to say, let me guess. It's one of the literature club girls, isn't it? Around our age, and some of them look familiar. Oh, never mind. That actually really is the girls from the school. What? Oh my gosh, it's her. I heard she dropped out, but I never believed she'd actually go through with opening a bakery. Look at this place, too. It's so cute. Girl's last words drip with disdain, and Natsuki visibly flinches. Oh no! Like they're making oh no! Suddenly it clicks for me. Must be Natsuki's old friend group. Or the people she used to spend time with. Oh my god! This is friend 1 and friend 2 in this canon? And friend 3? Hidden friend 3? Wow, in this canon, there's 3 friends, and they're all bitches. What I've heard, friend isn't really the right word. Well, aren't you going to greet your customers? Or did you not see us come in? You know, since you're so busy. Natsuki clenches a fist. Welcome to... What was that? Sorry, you spoke so quietly I couldn't hear you over the crowd. Welcome to Sweet Beginnings. Home of... Go on. Home of the what? Of the amazing cupcake poets. Each cupcake comes free with an original poem. Girls each laugh derisively. Are the poems written in crayon? I move to get up. Tell them to leave. Do something. As I do, Natsuki locks eyes with me and shakes her head. Feeling useless, I sit back down, clenching my glass. Hey, check out these bookshelves. You don't mind if we do a bit of light reading, do you? The girl wanders over to one of Natsuki's bookshelves. Feel free to read anything in our selection, but please leave them here when you're finished. Begin browsing her selection, making a big show of inspecting each title on display. Ooh, manga. I didn't know this place was a daycare, too. Please either make a purchase or leave the store. Well, loitering isn't... Oh, right. 1 cupcake each, please. Then we'll be on our way. Wouldn't want to hold you up when the big rush starts. As he prepares their cupcakes in silence. Hands them their food and poems. She shoots them a glare that would terrify me. Your way out, you'll notice a sign saying, please come again. You go ahead and ignore it. Ooh, you finally grew a spine. Good for you, not. Maybe someone will actually respect you someday. The girls walk out, cupcakes in hand, chuckling over Natsuki's poems. They're out of sight. I get up and run to Natsuki. I'm stupid. How did I think I could do this? Just a screw up. Look at this place. It does look like a daycare. Just looking at it makes me want to puke. Who was I kidding? Nobody's going to care about my crappy poems. Natsuki, that's not... Cut off at the sound of the door opening. Natsuki and I both spin around. A familiar figure strides in, followed by a young girl. Oh my god, it's her! It's the lady! Is that her daughter? I'm sorry, am I interrupting something? No! Natsuki brightly jumps away from me, quickly wiping her eyes. Right. Well, anyway, you seem to have made yourself a fan. My daughter hasn't stopped talking about your baking since her bat mitzvah. I had to promise her that I'd take her to here the day you opened. Do you have any more of those tarts you made? Which ones? The lemon or the custard? Actually, it doesn't matter. I made both. As her daughter picks out her selection, the woman wanders over to the bookcase. You sure have a lot of books. Yeah, I thought I'd go for a literature theme. You know, people could come here to grab a snack, do some reading. I think that's a great idea. Not unlike the coffee houses of old in some ways. And you've got manga too? My husband would be going nuts right now. Not a big fan of manga, is he? Are you kidding? He's obsessed with it. It used to drive me crazy when we were dating, but that was just me being judgmental. He's even found a few that I've enjoyed over the years. Is that so? It is. In fact, I think we're going to be repeat customers. Well, in that case, I look forward to seeing you again. Oh, wait, before you go. Oscar grabs a poem and hands it to the woman's daughter. You get one of these with every cupcake. A poem? Hey, this is pretty good. Did you write this? Well, yeah. I used to write them a lot. All right, sweetie, you've got everything you wanted. It's time we get going. We can come back with your father another time. Bear thank Natsuki for the treats. Walk out. I grin at Natsuki. I'm sorry. You were saying? I think it was something about nobody caring. Shut up. Go sit down before someone else walks in. Okay. First... Ah! Natsuki makes a show of being grossed out as I kiss her on the nose. I laugh, knowing she doesn't mean any of it. Alright, I'll just be in my usual spot. Aw, see? Happy things are happening. The hours take past, more and more people stop by the bakery. We're never what you might call busy, but after a while, it stops being so exciting every time the door opens. And everyone buys something. A good portion just look around and ask about the place. But usually, they buy a small snack to go. A few do hang around and browse through Natsuki's selection of literature. Later into the afternoon, when nobody else is around, a small group walks in. Ah, there they are. I knew they were going to show up.
Hi, Natsuki. And Zero, I thought I'd find you here.
There's a playful disapproval in Monica's voice as she comments on my absence from school.
Oh my gosh! I've never seen so many kinds of goodies in one place. I didn't even know you can make so many, Natsuki. I'm not in the least bit surprised. Natsuki's always been a talented baker. In truth, it would have been stranger if she only knew how to bake cupcakes.
Hey guys! Thanks for coming. Sayori, I'm happy to give you a couple free samples, but if you want that much, you'll have to pay for it. Sayori's piling a paper plate with what seems to be one of everything Natsuki made for that day.
I knew that. I even broke my piggy bank for the occasion. We've all brought our savings, actually. I, for one, couldn't wait to see how you employed your skills when given complete creative freedom.
Aw. Thanks, you guys.
So, how's business been?
About as good as I can expect, I guess. I wouldn't complain about having more customers, but people have been wandering in pretty regularly. And of course, they all leave satisfied. I expect to have plenty of repeat customers.
I bet you will. Oh, by the way, Zero, did you tell about our latest club activity?
No, I've never really got the chance. All the work she's been doing, I haven't had much opportunity to fill Natsuki in on what's happening at the club. What is it?
Take a look for yourself. I brought a copy.
Monica hands Natsuki a small pamphlet. Recognize it, having picked up at a copy out at school on Monday. Intrigued, Natsuki begins flipping through it.
It's our newest project. Each week, we all make something and put in a pamphlet like that, and we pass them around the school. Everyone's putting in something different. I make poems, Yuri's writing a serialized fiction story, Sayori started an advice column, Zero's even writing a manga.
You started writing a manga and you didn't tell me? Well, you were so busy. Besides, it's not really any good.
Are you kidding? This is adorable. Even I admit, it's quite endearing.
Oh? Was that a compliment I heard, Yuri?
A small one. I still prefer novels, personally.
Yeah. I knew you're too stubborn to change your mind that easily. As Monica and Yuri talk to Natsuki, Sayori quietly walks over to me.
Hey, mind if we have a chat?
No, not at all. Eagerly slide a chair out for Sayori. Glad she finally feels ready to talk. Oh shit, this is actually being resolved now? Sayori sits down, placing her stack of baked goods on the table.
So, you haven't spoken in a while, huh?
No, things have been pretty busy. Say this, I'm gripped by a strange feeling. First time in my life, I feel uncomfortable around Sayori. Even on her worst days, when I had no idea what she wanted from me. Wanted more than anything to help her, but couldn't. Never felt awkward being around. Intensely unwelcome feeling. Doesn't belong. After an agonizing silence, Sayori speaks up.
Oh, that's not why. I guess you noticed that I figured out what was up with you and Natsuki, huh?
Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay. I get why you had to keep it a secret. It really hurt figuring it out, though. I'm glad that's when I started seeing somebody, because the last few weeks, all I've wanted was to talk to you. To have you comfort me. That would have hurt more than anything else, you know? Having you close, but knowing that you're with someone else. One of my closest friends. It was tearing me apart.
I look down, able to help feeling a twinge of guilt. Sayori takes a breath before continuing.
Anyway, my therapist and I have been talking a lot. It's actually been really helpful. I should really have thanked you sooner for getting me to go see her.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you're doing better. You are doing better, right?
Well, so far we've mostly just covered ways for me to handle really bad days. Coping mechanisms, you know? I've been having a lot of those days recently. But they're getting easier. Not really why I wanted to talk to you, though. Last week, I told my therapist about you and Natsuki. I had sort of mentioned you before, but that was the first time we had a full conversation about it. And she said a lot of helpful things. and a few things that really hurt to hear. But the point is, I think I'm okay with the two of you now. And I want to go back to being friends.
Are you sure? I don't want to make things worse for you.
I know you don't. And I'm sure. I don't want us to be like this forever.
I've been thinking the exact same thing. I didn't want to say it out loud, even to Natsuki, but deep down, I was worried that Sayori and I would never be able to just be friends again. Alright. I've missed you, Sayori.
I've missed you too.
Are you busy this weekend? Maybe I can drop by for lunch or something.
That should work. Oh, and Zero? I think I'd like to start spending time with Natsuki again. Just not both of you together. Not yet, anyway. Would you mind explaining all that to her for me?
Of course. Been asking about you, actually.
She has? She's so sweet.
Yeah. You'd probably smack me for telling you, though.
Probably. I'm glad this whole place worked out for her. Hope things go okay for her.
Well, the first day went pretty well. Things are only bound to get busier as the word gets out, right?
That's right. And when I get a job, I'll spend all my money on cupcakes too.
I roll my eyes. I don't think that's very healthy.
What if I got carrot cake cupcakes?
I'm not sure that's much better. Besides, could you really stop yourself from getting everything else?
I guess not. Fine, I'll buy some actual food. Meanie. Hey, you two. Sorry to interrupt, but Yuri and I are about to head out.
Oh, alright. Thanks for coming, Monica. I turn and wave to Yuri. Thanks for coming, Yuri. I'll see you tomorrow. Yuri timidly raises a hand in acknowledgement.
I should probably be going too. I've got a lot of homework to do.
Alright. See you tomorrow.
Bye. See you tomorrow.
Aw, that was nice. I mean, I guess the only thing I could see being wrong there is that the Sayori handling thing feels slightly anticlimactic. You know, because it's like, oh my god, Sayori, no, because like MC and Natsuki made a big deal about him being like, oh my god, she saw the flower on your nose, that she knows that we're together, and then it just kind of gets resolved in like one little scene, and even then it's mostly Sayori just saying, yeah, my therapist helped me. Like, it's one of those things where like I could see that being anticlimactic, but on the other hand, I have to look at why, you know, and it's like, as much as this mod does put a decent amount of focus with like the other girls, it is mostly focused on Natsuki, you know, so I can understand why Sayori's problem kind of gets a kind of a backseat due to that. Also due to the fact that, again, the limitations of this mod being created for a mod jam. I feel like if this was a full mod, then we'd probably get like a whole scene of MC trying to get back together with Sayori and stuff, you know? Or like we would have seen like the whole journey of him trying to kind of beef. You would get longer, you know? We'd get more material there instead of just everything was fixed by the therapist. But, you know, I think I can forgive it basically for it being a little anticlimactic. It was still nice though. At the end of the day, when it becomes clear that no more customers are coming, Natsuki and I start cleaning up.
Man, what a day, huh?
No kidding. What time did you have to get up to get all this ready anyway?
Ugh, don't ask. Just say I don't plan on heading to the movies tonight. But it was all worth it. Look at how much we made today, Zero.
Natsuki opens her phone, which she's hooked up to the cash register. I blinked, surprised that the sum showed on screen. We made that much in one day?
Well, kind of.
That's just our gross income. We still have expenses to pay, you know. Most businesses take a long time to even start making a profit.
But, let's see.
Natsuki moves to a calculator and begins plugging in the numbers.
That's our gross.
Back material costs, rent, utilities.
Our grand total is...
Yeah.
It's positive. We made a profit? Zero! We made a profit!
Natsuki's proudly jumping up and down with excitement. I peer at the screen, finding a much more modest number. In fact, accounting for all the hours she put in today. Not even sure she made minimum wage. But it's a start.
This is incredible! I wasn't expecting to actually make money for months.
Aww. Natsuki steps forward and rests her body against mine. So proud of you, Natsuki. For all the work you put in, you deserve this more than anyone else in the world.
Thanks, Zero. You know, I really couldn't have done this, any of this, without you. I know people say that all the time, but I really couldn't.
Smile, holding her in place. For the first time in months, I feel truly at peace. I'm not worried about Sayori's depression or Natsuki starving. Not scouring the streets for enough bottles to scrape together a meal. I just need to finish school and find a job. Regular high school stuff. And it might be the first time in my entire life. I'm excited for what the future will bring. Hey, there we go. And it's finished. All right, so that was really fun. I really enjoyed this. Like, holy shit, dude. This was a really fun mod. Like, I don't know. Like, going into this, obviously, I was expecting something decently short. I was not expecting this to be as long as it was. And it's not even, like, really that long, to be fair. It's not, like, crazy long compared to a lot of other mods or anything. But it is still decently, you know, decently lengthy. But it's really good, you know, it was really fun. Like, I don't think this mod is groundbreaking by any means. I feel like when this mod gets recommended to people, I feel some people might go in expecting like some super deep story or something, but it really isn't. And I think that it still does it extremely well. Like, it's a pretty simple story with a simple premise. Though the one thing I will say that isn't too simple is the whole Natsuki dropping out thing. That part is actually very unique. Because, you know, Natsuki dropping out of school and, like, actually going with that idea and actually, you know, seeing where that leads, that is actually extremely unique, honestly. But a lot of the other stuff, like, you know, Sayori's depression and, you know, stuff like that, well, I guess just Sayori's depression is pretty simple, honestly. But I think the reason why I say simple is because it uses the concept of Natsuki living with MC, which I think is one a lot of Natsuki routes take, you know, the whole Natsuki lives with MC now and all this other stuff. And, you know, it does that, but it doesn't really make that the main focus. It decides to focus on another thing, which is like, okay, well, how will they pay the bills? You know, which I think is an interesting side focus. Not saying the mods that focus on like her dealing with her father or anything are bad. I feel like both are pretty good things you can focus on, but I think this is an interesting, you know, switch. It's like, you know, her dad kind of gets the back seat. Like, she doesn't really talk about him much at all. Like, she talks about him that one time we get, but other than that, it's kind of just, she's just kind of done with. But yeah, no, this has been really good. I love all the characterizations. You know, everybody's character was in character. I loved Sayori was in character. Yuri was in character. Monica was in character. I loved the scene with Monica and Sayori in the club. Like, once again, I gotta love, like, I really loved the scene where Monica was, felt, like, really terrible when Natsuki left the club, you know? Like, she felt like she failed, you know? And it was something, it felt so in character for her. Like, I don't know, I really loved that scene. Yeah, just a lot of stuff. This was really good. Really good mod. But, anyway, that is it. You know? I don't know if the mod author of this is ever planning on making maybe any longer mods in the future. I don't know, but this was really cute. Anyway, that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to download this for yourself, the link will be in the description below. This has been Zero. Peace.
Put your hands up, wave it side to side.